RPGaDay 2018. It's day 23, and the question for today is, which game do you hope to play again? And there's a number of games that I get to play rarely, but I really enjoy. Hollow Earth Expedition, which I keep banging on about. I've only played in Conan twice, and I enjoyed it as a player, but I'm running that fairly regularly, so I don't think that counts. I would like to play and run Space 1889 quite a lot, but that's not again because I haven't run it yet or played it yet. So the game I'm going to pick is a game called Cthulhu Dark, and it's very, very rules light, which makes for it makes the players rely on role play. There's some really nice dice mechanics in there, but they're really minimal. So going back when I was first getting into role-playing games, I came across a book called Stealing Cthulhu, which is by Graham Walmsley, who wrote Cthulhu Dark. And Stealing Cthulhu was about how to take horror games, Cthulhu games in particular, and make them feel like a Lovecraftian story. Actually make them feel Lovecraftian rather than kind of pulp heroic or some of the other tropes which have crept in. It's a good little book. If you can get your hands on it, I really recommend it. I really like it. And in the back of that, there were some rules, and it was Cthulhu Dark. And I took one look at it and went, yeah, there's like 2 pages of rules. I've got Call of Cthulhu. Why would I want to use this? I kept hearing really, really good things about it. I kept hearing people saying how good it was. So when it came up on Kickstarter, I backed it, I got it, and it is astounding. And the fact that there are so few rules, the character sheet involves your name, your occupation, and you have a dice that represents your mental well-being. And that's the entire character sheet. Everything runs off that. The game, though, is incredibly nuanced and allows for a real sense of dread, and it's just brilliant at running horror. I can't really explain why. So I have run it once, and I quite enjoyed it. It wasn't the greatest game I've ever run, but I was trying to run an adventure that I'd written sort of for it, and I based it on a book. And in play, it turned out that it was really a little too linear. But I think everybody had fun. I would really like to run more of that. It does require a group that really want to experience dread and horror rather than beat things or get involved in fighting things. The combat rules, there are sort of combat rules for if you're fighting humans. If you're fighting any kind of monster, the combat rule is you fight the monster, you die. You can run away, you can hide, but fighting isn't going to work. And I really like that. It isn't what I'd want to play all the time, but I really like that approach. Yeah, so Cthulhu Dark, like I say, I've run it once. I really, really want to run it again. It's finding the right group and working out exactly how to approach that. But really good game. Definitely worth tracking down. The hardback's lovely. Like I say, I can't remember how many pages are in the hardback, a couple of 100 pages. 2 pages of rules. There's about 60 pages of, okay, how do you write a horror game? How do you really make this work? And there's some excellent advice in there, really, really good stuff. So, yeah, it's day 23. I'll be back with some more for day 24. Bye.